Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video of another Wednesday update. Now today I just want to talk about a little bit more on the channel here. I typically try to do this like once every couple of months, month or so, just because a lot of stuff kind of gets very rocky and turbulent and swaps up a lot. And naturally I've been kind of putting YouTube to the wayside for the last little month or so, kind of focusing on Twitch stream stuff for the most part. I want to talk about kind of how that's been going for me, what's kind of the plan going forward, and also how my current job affects all of that. So it should be quite interesting. So today we're going to go ahead and pop right into this and go ahead and kind of discuss what's up over here on LeaIsChill. So let's get right to it. So first of all, over here on YouTube, I've been posting a hell of a lot less. It's in regards to the games I make content on haven't really been super hype for me personally. Like Bounty Rush right now is in a really rocky state where it's kind of hard to play the meta because it kind of hurts to fight Blackbeard Shanks over and over. And stuff like Seven Deadly Sins hasn't really gotten any big updates. Esterosa comes out tomorrow, which is cool. But I don't really have gems for that either, so it's kind of weird. I think that right now, gacha isn't really my answer. I don't think I'm feeling particularly fulfilled with gachas at the moment. I think I have a couple of ones I still play and I'll still keep on playing. But I think that I've been enjoying playing the new DBZ Kakarot, for example, a hell of a lot more. Just because that game feels like a full experience and feels like I'm not just waiting on the next thing. And in regards to that, I've already done like 15 hours of streaming for Kakarot, and they're all recorded and good to go. I think I'm going to try to cut those up into like 10-minute videos of just kind of highlights about the entire thing. Because there's so many showcases here on YouTube already of Kakarot. It's a great game. I really, really enjoy it. It does a great job. But I'm gonna work on things. So I think that also, when I have to create a video in the morning and then render it for 4 hours, so I'll record like 4 videos at once, for example. I'll render 2 of them for that day, set them to render for 4 hours, and then I can't use my computer at all while I do it. I can't play games, I can't watch videos because it like half lags. So I'll go and take a walk, or I'll toss on like an anime or something like that, and that works. The difficulty with that is it feels like I do lose that 4 hours during the day for that. And if I put some more effort into like the Kakarot types of stuff, I can render that overnight and put it up the next day and not really stress about that too much. It also gives me more leeway to put more effort into the content I'm creating in the first place. I think that Kakarot isn't the only answer though. I don't know if you guys have watched stuff by Cryotic in the past. I used to really, really enjoy his style of videos. It was stuff like indie games edited very heavily to the point where there's no downtime, but it's still like a comfy atmosphere, and it still captures that like really nice, you know, when you play that like really, really good indie game and your heart feels warm when you hit the credits? That's what I want to go and discover more often. Stuff like Sayonara Wild Hearts, stuff like Sea of Solitude, stuff like, I think it's their Journey, an indie game. It's weird. It's a weird time. It was like a first-party, like, PS3 game. But stuff like that. Games where when you hit the credits, you feel genuinely fulfilled, I think matter a lot more to me than gacha at the moment. So I want to try... Currently, I have a game by the name of Lost Ember I want to try this out with. I don't quite know how well it'll work, but I tried to stream it before, and the frame rate would drop to 20 FPS whenever I was streaming. But I can easily record it at 1080, 60 with no problems. So I'm going to try out this new format, just to experiment, kind of check that out. There's a lot of things I have up here to go ahead and put steps into creating. It's just a matter of me taking that initiative for it. And I think that... So right now, I got into a new position recently. I used to work inside a board game cafe for a little bit, but anxiety stuff just kind of didn't work for that. Being in a space where I work from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. and like engaging with people that were drunk all the time and stuff like that, it just really wasn't working for me. So I took a step back from that, and I'm currently in a position where I'm helping out transitional age youth with mental health services, drop-in counseling, drop-in groups, and stuff like that. In the last little week or so, I've done shadowing 4 times so far at different kinds of workshops at this place, which have very heavy topics. Having to shadow a group of people that are previously engaged with trauma because of sexual trafficking is something that I'm not really used to. But being in that space and being able to engage with someone on a person-to-person basis, talk about things, talk about skills, talk about mindfulness, being able to address your own emotions as well, it, after I got there, just made sense to me. I think that I'm a very empathetic person right now, very much based on like emotion and connection, stuff like that. And I think that I felt really fulfilled this last week or so of work, which is something I never actually fully had going into a job like this. So I'm trying to put my full effort into it. The difficulty with it, and the kind of thing I wanted to mention, is when it comes to YouTube stuff, I find it really difficult when I take in negativity during a day. So for example, if I go and work at 10 a.m. in a day, and I get off at like 2 p.m., I'll probably be too exhausted to do too much afterwards anyway. I get very emotionally exhausted being inside a negative space like that, so that's typically why I need to keep everything in like the early parts of the day right now. I was always like streaming before I went to work. But going into the next little while and kind of testing out these shifts, working on things, I'm trying to improve it so that I don't take on that stress and bring it all the way home on my shoulders and feel like aches and pains because of it. So I'm currently trying to find that balance of being able to engage with the people and help them out in the ways that I possibly can, but also be able to create once I get home and do things properly. And editing is such a small thing, but being able to do that in my time when I don't feel like I can go and record, I think will be interesting. We'll kind of see how that all blends together. But I have a good idea of what I want to do with this channel right now. I have a good idea of kind of the paths I need to take to get there. And of course, in terms of Switch streaming, if I were to do a game that I want to be longer, like Tales of Vesperia is one of those examples, it would be on stream like that. I don't think there's much of a chance of me doing like a full-length LP of like a JRPG right now. I would do cut down versions of it and kind of work with it like that. But like I played Danganronpa V3, for example, on stream. And that game will only be on stream, but that's there. And that'll be kind of what that's doing. I'm trying to work it so that I'm live whenever I'm able to be, whenever I'm able to like get the gusto up and kind of get things sorted, and it's been doing well. I've cut down a little bit, but naturally, it's just finding that balance, you know? It's a matter of, this is a major transitionary period for me, and it's completely relearning the habits that I've also learned growing up, like taking on other people's emotions and addressing them and like sharing in the atmosphere. I think that empathy, there's 2 kinds of empathy. The empathy where you take on the other person's entire emotion and try and see it from their point of view. And there's an empathy where you understand their emotion, but you don't get absorbed into it, and you're still able to support the person in front of you, but you're also at a more level space to be able to help them more effectively, which is kind of what I'm trying to get to. But it's hard. That's one of those like, that's like an end game, understanding the world type of shit. And I am not great at it, but I'm trying to work on it, trying to kind of get things sorted. That's kind of where I am right now. I'm kind of trying to adjust to things, move things the way that I need to. There's a lot of rocky personal life stuff that's been going on recently as well, which is unfortunate. And it makes it hard to balance around when that kind of stuff happens on the side. But naturally, that's just a part of living, so I'm kind of trying to adjust that as it comes up, and just kind of working around it. For now, though, going forward, I think I'm going to be trying to get a little bit of like Bounty Rush stuff done for the channel for the new anniversary, kind of talk about the new updates and stuff like that. I'm just going to do what I want to do, and I think that's absolutely fair. But I wanted to let you guys know kind of where I am, where the content has been, and why that step back has happened in the first place. But I think that once I get in the flow of things, and once I find like a more effective schedule for everything I'm trying to do, I'm going to be able to put that effort into both kinds, and also balance that around with personal life stuff. So it'll work out. For now, though, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm just going to go ahead and wrap up for now. That's kind of just the stuff I want to talk about for the moment. Going in the next little week or so, we should have some stuff coming up on the channel for some Kakarot videos. I'm hoping to get that stuff done at some point today. And that's about it. Hopefully you guys are ready for Estarossa on Seven Deadly Sins as of, like, tomorrow on the 30th. We're getting two different Estarossas. So we'll see if I can get some pulls down on that. I don't think so, though, unfortunately. For now, though, thanks for watching, everybody. Take it easy. I'll see you guys on the next video here on LeaIsChill. See you later, everybody.
That's right, boys. Mondo cool.